5 feet 11, a sophomore from Central, number 32, Kenny Moore. A sophomore, 6'3", number 44, Jeff Timko. And a sophomore, 6 feet 5, from Snyder, New Jersey, number 52, Kyrene Johnson. And the Scouts are coached by Mr. Fred Coleman, assisted by Rick Madden and Steve Hobbs. And now the starting lineups for the Jaguars of Danville Area Community College. At 5'10", a freshman from Paxton, Illinois, number 10, Corey Fox. At 6'3", a sophomore from Jeffersonville, Indiana, YONNES Sanders, number 30. At 6'7", a sophomore from Danville, Illinois, number 32, Brian Russell. At 6'5", a sophomore from Ypsilanti, Michigan, number 33, Eric Summers. And at 6'6", a freshman from Kokomo, Indiana, number 44, Matt Brady. And the Jaguars are coached by John Spezia, assisted by Clint Johnson and Mike Carpenter. The officials for this afternoon's contest, Mike Robinson, Scott Fruling, and Randy Hagedorn.
And our thanks to our public address announcer, Michael Irwin, as we get set for the announcement of our tip here. The Penn Valley Scouts are going to be in their red uniforms, trimmed in black and in white, while the Jaguars are in their gold uniforms, trimmed in green and in white.
Whatever happened to the day when the visiting team wore just a red uniform with black numbers and the home team wore a white uniform with green numbers?
Those days are long gone.
Long gone. That's what keeps guys like Dickerson downstairs, Dave Dickerson, happy that they buy those new uniforms all the time.
It does indeed. The tip controlled by Penn Valley, and they're going to work it off to the right-hand side. Upstairs, Montesherd. Montesherd now kicks to the left, Kenny Moore. Moore with the basketball out on the left-hand wing. Looking inside, and we've got a 5 count against Penn Valley. And Danville's going to get turnover number 1 by the Scouts.
School must be out. Boy, there's kids coming in with the drove. We got another whistle here.
And we go back to the shot clock. The shot clock is at zeros. Now we're waiting to see. It appears as though they have not programmed the shot clock yet this morning. So they put a quick 35 up on the board, and away we go. Didn't matter much for that first possession. A quick turnover by Penn Valley, and now Danville Area Community College with an opportunity.
Well, it's 11 seconds into the game, and I don't know how far Fox came up the floor, so that first violation was probably within the first 8 seconds. Had to be 5.
Well, we know it was at least 5.
At least 5.
We hope it was at least 5.
Well, another grade school group has come in, it looks like, maybe 6th, 7th graders, hard to tell, and they're up in the northeast corner of the gymnasium with 3 or 4 teachers, and they got a field day here. A lot of schools, I think, today are having a day off, teachers' workshops, teachers working in their rooms, and so maybe this is a group. They're all getting Danville Junior College pom pets, I guess, or pom-poms you call them, and it's going to be a fun day at the ballpark.
By the way, today is Danville Area Youth Sports Day. Any 8th grade and younger student wearing an identified cap, shirt, or jacket from their youth sport team will be admitted free with a paid adult. Every paid ticket purchased at the event will have the option of choosing one of 3 area youth sport associations to receive $2 from their ticket as a contribution. And the 3 sport associations for the year are Danville Area Youth Soccer Association, Danville Family YMCA Youth Basketball, and Danville Youth Baseball.
There you go. Money goes to a good fund, and now we're going to get they're going to go back to warm-up. Scott says it's going to take a minute to get things programmed or to figure it out. The referee just told John to go back to warm-ups, I think.
Well, with that, we're going to take a 3-minute break here along the network, a 3-minute break on the network as they continue to work on the electronic scoring system. A 3-minute break. You're listening to the National Junior College Athletic Association Division II Men's Basketball National Tournament Radio Network. Well, we understand the scoring system problem has been taken care of. We understand the scoring system has been taken care of and play has indeed resumed. Matt Brady picked up a quick bucket for Danville, and with that, the Jaguars have a 2-0 lead. Now another turnover by the Scouts. DACC with the basketball. They'll work it in. Sanders underneath to Brady. He stops, fakes, shoots, missed it. Rebound by Summers. Put back on the way. It is good. Eric Summers with his first 2 points, and Danville leads 4-0. Penn Valley with the basketball. They've turned the ball over a couple of times, Bob Kay.
Yeah, they have 2 turnovers early in the game, in the first minute, in fact.
On the cross court, Montesherd with the basketball for Penn Valley. Looks across the floor, now down underneath. Stops on the baseline, rolls a pass inside. It was intended for LeVar Turner, and it went in and out of his hands and out of bounds, and the ball comes back to Danville.
18:23 to go in the first half. 3 turnovers and no points on the board right now. Danville plays awfully good defense, as Bevel State found out, and now Penn Valley's going to get their chance to do something about it.
Fox up top for Danville, works it to the left-hand side. They go to Russell. Russell out on the baseline, trying to drive around the perimeter. Now feeds up top to Sanders. Sanders in between the circles, off to the left-hand side. Gives the ball to Russell. Russell looking down low, and a foul is going to be called. And this is going to be Jeff Timko's first personal, and the team's first.
Penn Valley in a man-to-man defense, and chasing Corey Fox a lot around out in front. Sanders has handled the ball a little bit more.
18:01 left to go here in the first half. Danville with the basketball, and they lead 4-0. Russell up top brings it to Sanders. Sanders in between the circles. Looks to the left and now goes to Fox. Fox with the basketball on the cross court. Sanders in the paint, pulls up, shoots, and missed it off the front of the rim. Rebound by Johnson. Johnson on the outlet to Montesherd. Montesherd to the right-hand side. Spins away from traffic. Now dumps inside to Johnson. In and out of his hands. Loose ball on the floor, and Johnson comes away with it. Now feeds off to the right-hand side, Timko. Back up top, Montesherd. Montesherd out beyond the perimeter. Rolls to the left-hand side. Stops, now feeds. Jumper on the way, and it is in and out for Brown. Loose ball on the rebound, and a quick feed underneath by Penn Valley with the ball. Moore throws it into the backcourt. Montesherd will chase it down, and the ball is going to go out of bounds to Danville underneath their own. That is the 4th Penn Valley turnover.
A little careless with the basketball. If you're going to play at this level and get into tomorrow's games, you got to protect the ball a little bit better.
17:22 left to go here in the first half. By the way, Kareem Johnson for Penn Valley is sitting on 998 career points. So his first basket in this ball game will put him at 1,000 points or more on the season.
Looks like a guy with 2,000 hits, and boy, a lot of times they go a long time before they get that hit they need. The pressure builds up a little.
Here's a feed to Eric Summers, and he gets the bucket. He's got 4 points for Danville, and Danville leads 6-0. In between the circles, Montesherd with the basketball off to the right-hand side. Now they dribble to the left, around the arc. They work the ball over to Moore. Moore, top of the key, rolls to the right-hand side. Now draws back out top, goes to Montesherd. Montesherd on the feed, down low, into the hands of Clark. Clark with a shot, won't go. Brown trying to get the rebound. He tapped it out of bounds, and the ball will come back to Danville. Well, fortunately, the youngsters have shown up here and really kind of livened the building up a little bit.
Well, they're cheering, having a good time over there.
We're going to talk to a couple of those youngsters coming up at halftime as well. We're going to try to squeeze a lot into our halftime here today. We do want to give some time to the youngsters, find out what they're doing out of school.
Well, yeah, they ought to be there getting those 3 R's, hadn't they?
I think they're getting it. Writing, reading, and recreation.
Rebounding. 4 R's today.
Brian Russell outside the perimeter. Danville with the basketball. Down low they work on the baseline. Here's a feed up top. Russell with the jumper on the way, and it's good. Brian Russell with his first 2 points. Danville has stormed out to an 8-0 lead. 16:15 left to go here in the first half. Up top with the basketball. Clark throws it away to Russell. Russell 3-on-1. He'll take it to the hole, and he missed the shot. Rebound by YONNES Sanders for Danville. Sanders works it back up top to Fox. Fox, top of the key, feeds off to the right-hand side. Russell down low. Summers jumper from 19, and it's good.
Danville's 5 for 8 from the field. Penn Valley 0 for 4.
And Fred Pullman wants a 20-second timeout. Danville has jumped down to a 10-0 lead with 15:50 left to go here in the first half of basketball. And this is something we talked about yesterday, Bob K. Penn Valley has never lost in the first round of a national tournament. In fact, here in Danville, they've been extremely successful. 2 years ago, winning the national championship, and last year finishing runner-up. This year, they come out, they lose in the first round, and that was a complete pin into the balloon of this Penn Valley ball club.
I don't know that I ever saw a coach more upset, disturbed, unhappy than Fred Pullman was that night. In fact, an hour afterward, the next game was over, he still was almost in a state of shock as he walked around, and the players were very, very dejected. I think they came in with very high hopes of winning the whole thing over again. Now we've got an official way down in the corner talking to Fred Pullman, and I don't know exactly what his...
Well, what they're discussing is the fact that some of the players weren't checking in appropriately, and so what they're doing now is making sure that all of the Penn Valley players know exactly who the official scorer is and making sure that they check in. Henry Brown kind of flew by the scorer's table and didn't check in appropriately. Now they're going to make Brown sit down and wait until the next dead ball situation before he does check in. Meanwhile, up the floor, Penn Valley with the ball. Timko near the baseline, looking for some help or the shot. He'll take the shot. Missed it inside, and we've got a foul. The foul is going to go against Penn Valley. It'll be on Kareem Johnson, so that'll be his first and the team's second.
Danville defensed that fast break very well. It came down the middle. The dribbler came straight down the middle. They had a 3-on-2 fast break. They cut him off, and then he didn't have anybody to pass to, and that gave Danville's defense time to catch up.
Over on the right-hand side with the basketball, Corey Fox pushes it across the timeline into the paint. He pulls up, scoop pass over in the corner to Russell, and he missed the shot. Rebound by Penn Valley. Up the floor they come, and we've got a whistle on the play as Turner worked the ball up the floor. The foul is going to be on YONNES Sanders. Correct me, Eric Summers. That'll be his first, and the first against the gold-clad Jaguars. Penn Valley with the ball out on the right-hand side. Monasherd up top, rolls to the right-hand side, looks down low, on the baseline, now feeds up top. Timko out beyond the perimeter, dishes off to the left-hand side. Turner with the basketball, now loses the handle on it, and it's going to be a Jaguar turnover, the 6th by Penn Valley. Fox will fire up the 3. It is good. Corey Fox with 3, and it's a 13-0 lead by Danville. 14:50 left to go here in the first half.
Danville shooting 60% on 6 for 10 shooting from the field.
On the left-hand side, Monasherd works the ball inside. They give it to Johnson. Johnson to Timko. Timko right-hand side to Turner. Turner fights his way to the baseline, pulls up, shoots, and scores. And finally, Fred Pullman's ball club has beaten the scoring jinx.
1 for 6 from the field for Penn Valley.
More importantly, though, are those 6 turnovers, Bob K.
Yes, they are, and they've been out-rebounded, too, and they've been out-rebounded 4-3.
Danville with the basketball, out beyond the arc. Brian Russell holds. Now feeds to the top of the key. Summers off to the left-hand side, Fox. Fox dribbles towards the free throw line and now comes back out. Works his way into the corner to Russell. Russell inside Sanders, and he traveled. Now, no question about that. And that's turnover number 1 against the Jaguars. 14:02 left to go here in the first half. 13-2. The advantage belongs to Danville Area Community College. Across the midcourt stripe, Penn Valley will work the basketball to the left-hand side. Now drives into the paint, tries to dump it inside, and Monteshort is called for the charge.
Wasn't any doubt about that. The Danville player, Sodders, had been standing there. Wasn't Sodders? He'd been standing there about 2 minutes waiting for that guy to come to him.
Now a substitute for Fred Pullman coming into the lineup, Kenny Moore.
Boy, Scott, at this pace, Johnson only needs one more basket for 1,000 points. He may have a long wait. You only get 2 every 7 minutes.
Danville with the basketball. They work it across the midcourt stripe to the left-hand side. Now off to the baseline, they drop to Sanders. Sanders is going to spin into the paint, kicks it back up top to Fox. Fox to the free throw line, looking around, dishes it inside to Brady, and the layup is good. Brady with 4 points. 15-2, Danville with the lead. 13:25 to go here in the first half. With the basketball, they work it to Moore. Moore trying to get a pick, now drives into the paint, having some trouble dribbling the basketball. Comes back to the right-hand side, they work it into Johnson. Johnson has the ball stripped. Danville fighting for it. We've got a fumble on the floor, and the pile-up results in a jump ball.
Well, depending on who this goes to, that could be the 8th turnover on Penn Valley.
They don't have the possession arrow up on the clock.
That's why I said depending on who it goes to.
And the possession arrow goes to Danville. So it will indeed be the 8th turnover against Penn Valley.
Penn Valley's running guys in and out. Now we've got a conference among the officials. I think we got, I thought maybe Brian Russell had blood on his elbow, but it is not, so I don't know.
They're discussing the possession arrow up on the scoreboard. The scoreboard usually shows the possession arrow. It does not this morning. And so that's what they were talking about. Now the inbound for Danville goes to Fox. Fox will push it up the floor across the timeline to the free throw line. Off to the left-hand side, now the cross court to Summers. Summers will take it to the free throw line. Shoots, missed it off the front of the rim, and the rebound by Penn Valley. Up the floor, they'll push. Moore across the timeline, bounce pass to the right-hand side, and they throw it away. Right to Russell. 9 Penn Valley turnovers. To the left-hand side, Summers with the ball, works it down low. Brady, layup, good. Matt Brady with 6 points. 17-2. Danville up on top of Penn Valley, and this is so unlike the Scouts of Penn Valley. You can just tell, Bob Kay, their hearts, their minds, their guts are not in this one.
Not today. Danville shooting 8 for 15 from the field, but you can tell they keep substituting. They're looking for the right combination, but they're not playing with what we've come to know in the last 2 or 3 years. Penn Valley enthusiasm, desire, drive. 11 o'clock game, losers bracket, and they're just not playing very hard right now.
They've never had to play this early in the day. Here's a bounce pass down low. Johnson missed the shot, and we've got goaltending, and Kareem Johnson is going to get his 1,000th career point by a goaltending call.
Yep. Did not make his 1,000th point. He did, but he didn't.
Well, congratulations to Kareem Johnson. That's an outstanding mark to pick up 1,000 points in a career at the junior college level. He has just been an outstanding force for Penn Valley. Here's Fox from the three-point arc, and it's good. Corey Fox with the bucket. He's got 6 points. 16-point lead for Danville, 20-4. Johnson underneath. The bucket is good.
Penn Valley's hit their last 3 baskets, and they're now 3 for 7, but unfortunately, Danville's 10 for 17.
Now that's the one Kareem Johnson is going to remember, the one that put him over the century, or the century squared mark. Here's a bucket inside, and Danville comes away with the basket by Eric Summers. He's got 8 points. 22-6. Johnson into the paint, shoots and scores. Now Kareem Johnson has taken over.
He got 4 baskets in a row, 22-8 with 11:22 to go, but Danville shooting at a better than 500 percentage.
Here's the dish to Sanders, wide open into the lane, but blocked away, and Penn Valley's going to come up with it. Up the floor they work, across the midcourt stripe to Turner. Turner to the baseline, fights his way, shoots, missed it, rebound by Brian Russell for Danville. To Corey Fox, and Fox is going to slow down the pace. 11 minutes left to go here in the first half. 22 to 8. The advantage belongs to Danville. They work it across the midcourt stripe. Fox with a quick feed down underneath. Over into the corner, Russell. Back up top, Sanders. Sanders fakes the shot, pulls into the lane, dumps it to Brady, and the layup is good. Brady with 8 points.
11 for 17 shooting for the Jaguars.
24 to 8, the advantage to the green and gold. Off to the right-hand side. The Penn Valley Scouts will drive. They dish it off. Left-hand side, Turner from 3, and it's good. LeVar Turner with 5 points.
Turner was lucky to make that. He lost the handle on the ball, had to reach down and pick it back up. By then the defense was on him, and he still fired a three-pointer.
To the right-hand side, Summers with the ball, fakes, now drives, blocked from behind, and a foul is going to be called on Herb Brown. That'll be his first, and it'll be the team's 4th.
Got a lot of substitutes going to game here. Scott, they're so far down from the scores, they're lined up in front of us. It's like a line change.
We got a lot of youngsters out of school. I see a couple youngsters next to us, Bob Kay.
I know it. I'm going to have to wonder where my tax-paying money's going.
I believe they're with the Job Shadow program, if I'm not mistaken. Out of Edison School. So we'll pass a microphone over to them and talk to them periodically throughout the first half here. Get some of their insight on the big game here this morning. 24 to 11, the lead by Danville. Summers at the free throw line. Missed the first free throw. He's got another one coming up. Our visitors today from Edison School are Alex Nelson and Allison Schaus. And the second free throw is good. Summers with 9 points. 10:08 left to go here in this first half of basketball. Up the floor, Penn Valley will work. They give the ball to Montesherd. Montesherd in the backcourt. Dribbles across the timeline. Rolls to the left-hand side. Stops, feeds across the floor to Clark. Clark on the bounce pass down low. A three-point attempt in the corner. Won't go. Turner comes up with a rebound. Put back no good. But a foul is going to be called, and that's going to send Montesherd, I believe, correct me, Turner to the free throw line. The foul is on Brian Russell. That's his first and the second against John Spacious Jaguars. Turner at the line. The first free throw is good. Turner with 6 points. Also for the Scouts of Penn Valley, Kareem Johnson was 6. Johnson went over the 1,000-point mark. Second free throw is good. So Turner's got them both. He's got 7 points. Danville in the backcourt with the basketball. 25-13. The 12-point advantage belongs to DACC. Drew Marana now with the basketball for Danville. Looking inside, gives to Leon Mondi. Mondi, bounce pass back up top, Marana. Marana rolls to the left, kicks off in the corner. That's to MUNLIN. MUNLIN will spin up to the top, feeds back to Marana. Marana in between the circles, dumps to Mondi. Mondi underneath to Souder. Souder stops, fakes, turns, shoots, scores. Nice move by Mike Souder.
Well, he had to work for that one, Scott, down along the left baseline. A right-handed shooter. He wasn't exactly in a good position, but he got around the backboard.
Over on the right-hand side, Turner with the ball. Turner on the bounce pass inside, gets it to Brown. The shot won't go. The rebound by Souder. On the outlet pass, they work to Marana. Danville leads 27-13. 9:05 left to go here in the first half. Marana to the top of the key. Fakes, now looks. Trying to find backdoor. Has Mondi inside. The layup, no good. He traveled.
Scott, that's Danville's second turnover as opposed to 9 for Penn Valley.
With 8:58 left to go in the first half. 27-13, the advantage Danville. They've had the lead the entire contest. In fact, their biggest lead was up to 16 points. Across midcourt, Montesherd off to the left-hand side. Stops and looks around. On the cross-court pass, gets it in the corner, right-hand side, Morgan. Morgan will pull up, shoots, won't go, and the rebound foul is going to be issued down underneath, I believe, to Curtis MUNLIN. Correct me, it's going to be on Leon Mondi. That'll be his first and the team's third. Both Mondi and MUNLIN went plowing in there, but I guess if you figure out the size differential, MUNLIN versus Mondi, Mondi is going to be the bigger force inside, and that's who the official's going to look at.
Mondi probably fouled the Penn Valley player, and he probably fouled his own Danville player. He probably thinking about Mondi, too.
Penn Valley with the inbound out to the right-hand side. They'll dish it inside. The jumper on the way. It won't go for Ryan Morgan, and the rebound by Danville. Oyler on the outlet to MUNLIN. MUNLIN across mid-floor to the right-hand side. Drives to the top of the key. Stops and feeds across floor to MARANA. MARANA, quick pass inside Mundy. Drive, scoop shot won't go. Rebound underneath. Fought for, and the ball tipped out of bounds. Belongs to Penn Valley.
Well, luck time, they were very lucky that Leon Mundy didn't get a foul. I mean, that after Mundy's miss on the drive-in, that SOWDER didn't get a foul over the back, because the ball hit the bottom of the rim, backboard came straight down and right into the hands of one of the Penn Valley players, where SOWDER tried to get a chance without a chance of getting a rebound there.
Penn Valley will inbound the ball. It's Ryan Morgan with the basketball. Gives it off to Monteshert, and Monteshert's going to work it across the State of Illinois emblem at mid-floor. Going toe-to-toe with MARANA. Looks to the right, pushes him to the left. Out beyond the perimeter, takes it into the paint, pulls up, shoots, and won't go. And the rebound by Wenger for Danville. To the left-hand outlet, MUNLIN. MUNLIN beyond the perimeter. Is going to take it to the baseline. Pulls up, shoots, missed it. Rebound, tapped out of bounds. It belongs to Penn Valley. Boy, that's a couple of point-blank opportunities Danville has missed underneath.
Mundy missed one on the right, MUNLIN missed one on the left, and both of them were as close as you could get.
Danville Area Community College mascot Buzz is over there firing up the youngsters that are here today. Monteshert with the ball, quick feed to Turner, left-hand side for Penn Valley. His shot won't go, tip won't go, the rebound loose on the floor, and Turner's going to come out of the pile with it. To the right-hand side, quick feed to the left. Monteshert down low on the baseline to Johnson. He leans in, shoots, missed it. Rebound by SOWDER, and we've got a foul. No, jump ball, the call, and the possession arrow belongs to Penn Valley.
12 rebounds for Penn Valley to 8 for Danville, but the turnover is 9 Penn Valley, 2 for Danville.
27-13. Danville with the lead. There's a three on the way by Morgan, and it's good. Ryan Morgan cans the tray. 27-16. And just like that, the lead not so big anymore, Bob Kay.
No, that I wouldn't count Penn Valley out of this yet.
Drew MARANA had some trouble, lost the handle on the ball. Penn Valley with a steal. Morgan up the floor, missed the shot, and the rebound by Wenger for Danville. On the give to MUNLIN. MUNLIN out on the left-hand side. Brings the ball across the green stripe at mid-floor. To the left. Out beyond the arc. Now looks around. Trying to get the bounce pass inside. Almost tied up by Monteshert. They work it. Top of the key, MARANA. MARANA off to the left-hand side. Stops, looks. Boy, they're having trouble getting rid of the ball. Quick feed inside. Wenger turns, shoots. Missed it, but he's fouled. And he'll go to the line to shoot two.
Ryan Morgan that just missed the drive-in on the fast break, a 6'3", 182 player from Winnetonka High School, north of the river. If you've ever been down in the Kansas City area, Winnetonka, fairly new high school up on the north side, past North Kansas City, and up in the new suburbs up north of Kansas City. Very beautiful high school up at Winnetonka.
First free throw by Wenger, no good. Second one on the way is up, and it is good. So Mike Wenger has his first point of the ball game. 28-16. The 12-point lead belongs to Danville. 6:33 left to go here in the first half. Monteshert across the midcourt stripe. Off to the left-hand side. Dribbles, now kicks into the corner. Three on the way by Morgan. Way off the mark. And right into the arms of Oyler. Oyler on the outlet pass to the left-hand side. MUNLIN. MUNLIN will push it across the timeline. Off to the right. Now in between the circles. Feeds across floor, MARANA. Quick give inside, SOWDER. Back out to MUNLIN. Fakes the three. Feeds to MARANA. Fakes the three. Now dribbles around the perimeter. Goes inside, SOWDER. No look underneath to Oyler. The bucket no good. The rebound by Wenger. The putback is good. Wenger with his third point. 30-16. The advantage belongs to Danville. 5:50 left to go here in the first half. Off to the right side. Penn Valley with the ball. Monteshert, baseline jumper from 16. Won't go. Rebound underneath. Picked up, and the putback is good by Maurice Clark.
Danville had the rebound, dropped it on the floor, and picked right up by Clark and put back in.
Right-hand side, Drew MARANA with the basketball. Looking inside, he traveled and got away with it. Now they work it to Oyler. Bounce past Wenger, and the ball stripped away by Monteshert. Feed up the floor to Johnson on the launching pad, and he gets the layup. Johnson with his 8th point of the ball game. 5:17 left to go here in the first half, and we've got a 20-second timeout. Quickly pass the microphone down to our youngsters which are visiting us Alex Nelson is with us. Alex, how are you enjoying the game so far?
I like it a lot.
Have you learned anything today?